Hey guys, gonna start some how-to videos on building boat blinds. I built probably 4 or 5 boat blinds over the last probably 10 years or so. Just started getting into aluminum stuff within the last probably 5 years. Built one that I'll show you. I'll give you kind of a review. It's already been built. That one I actually built without welding and did use aluminum. Kind of a cool technique. Definitely not as easy, I guess, as welding once you learn how to weld. You'll see behind me I've got the one covered in grass. That's one I built last summer. Finished it right before season. Anyone who follows me on Instagram has probably seen some stories about it. Turned out awesome. I'm super happy with it. This one here that I'm building is actually for a friend of mine. This is a Go Devil 18 foot by I think like a 52 or 56 hull. And he wants it to be temporary, so this one's going to be, I think, a bit more of a challenge in that we have to make it so it comes off. It's not going to be permanent. That one I have over there is welded right to the hull of the boat. In addition, to make it a little more difficult, we actually have a surface drive motor on the back of this that he has to stand up and be able to drive like any surface drive motor that you would, so he needs a little more room. And I can't just enclose it permanently like I did in the back of my other one, where I actually drive them up in the front. So what I'm going to do is just show you as I'm going along some progress that I've made, kind of tell you a little bit of how I've done everything and what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, things I think about when I'm building the blind. So I'll take you here a little bit through the first bit of this. The front end that we're going to do is going to be decoy storage on this boat, so we'll walk you through that here in just a minute. Alright, so we're going to run through just kind of what this boat's going to look like before we do any of it. All I've got done right now is a little bit of a frame. This part's actually kind of ugly up here. Had to work around these handles, do that or put one heck of a grinding job on them, and probably best to keep those on. So this is all I've got going right now. What we're going to have up here on the front is a decoy storage. It's going to come up about 20 inches or so. It's going to run up, across, come over here, come back down, cut off here, and it'll actually be a wall between here and then the main hunting compartment of the boat. Exactly like that blind, that boat. A little bit different other than that, just kind of one top that opens. There'll be one top that opens here. We'll also have a compartment that opens up here, so you can get in and get decoys and reach to the back pretty easily while you're in the water or while you're up in the boat. I've got it on that boat. I've actually got 4 compartments to get in and out of that one. Probably a little overkill, but it sure is nice to be able to get decoys from both sides of the boat and from the top in 2 different spots for packing them in. I can fit 100 full-size Magnum mallards in that boat, just in the front of that boat right there, without having to touch anything in where you're actually sitting, so there's no moving decoys back and forth when you're getting in and out. Works really slick. So then the second part of this is actually going to be a blind that's going to be in 6 pieces that will come off the boat. Second will be a high-low blind, this back here. It's going to actually provide cover from birds and cover from wind and weather. It'll come all the way over our heads by just a few inches. It'll come out to not quite the middle of the boat. Then the front will come up just to eye level. I have all the measurements laid out, but I don't know them offhand. So you'll see all the way down past these pods back here, that'll run to about here. Should hunt 3 people. Alright, so the hunting compartment where we'll actually be sitting will come to, I think, somewhere right in here. It's going to let a person sit here. 2 people sit up there. We've got some storage here. I'm not so fond of having these in here, but I think, according to Go Devil, they're pretty important for the structure, the structural integrity of the boat, so we're going to leave them. And I guess we'll just have them in storage rather than maybe having storage underneath our seat. The tricky part of this boat is going to actually be, I haven't figured out exactly what we're going to do here yet, but right at this end of the hunting compartment there'll be a solid wall with a little door. It'll swing open. It'll completely close us off from the back of the boat and the front of the boat. In my boat up here, you're actually completely closed off. There's no air that can get in or out if you close up all the top hatches. This one will be similar to that, maybe not quite as much, just due to the fact that it has to come on and off, but it should be really, really weather sealed. So no matter what the temp is, we're going to stay warm inside and covered. Now back here we're going to have to do some stuff, and I'll kind of figure it out as we go, but it's going to have to allow this motor to turn all the way over here and all the way over there on the other side, and for someone to stand back here. So it's not going to be covered nearly as much as this one, but what we'll probably do is put up a wall, a vertical wall here, a vertical wall here, or an angle, and then run a piece of like fabric with some fast grass or tumbleweeds attached to it to cover this stuff up when we're hunting. So we don't really need to worry about wind getting in there because we're going to have a door there regardless. So that's going to take care of that. We'll put a ladder on it up front. I've got a super heavy duty ladder on top of that one. Can't really see it right now. And then we'll actually exit and enter the boat from back here in the back of the boat, which is unique for a boat like this. But just with the way this boat sets up, we want to have decoy storage up front. We don't really have the option of putting the blind entrance like we would up front. So it's kind of where we're going, what we're going to do, and we will report back as there's more progress.